Sadie Sink plays Odessa's title character with a stoicism that hides raw vulnerability. She's a girl who acts tough, moves and dresses like Elvis, and sings like Hank Williams. In her mother's words, she's a dirt farmer, and the last in a long line of ramblers, troubadours who once traveled around a now ravaged landscape, lifting spirits and providing hope through song. All Odessa wants is to fulfill her dreams of going to the dystopian metropolis of Satellite City to experience all its chaos and grandeur, accompanied only by Willa, a legendary guitar made from a tree that was struck by lightning. It's a story that's powered by an alluring grab bag of mythology, what initially appears to be a grimy Americana take on Homer's Odyssey, with its long shots of countryside, train hopping, and colorful side characters, quickly gives way to a cyberpunk retelling of Orpheus and Eurydice once Odessa reaches Satellite City and meets the beautiful dancer Ree Dervish. Sink and Harrison have ample chemistry, and they truly sell this doomed romance drenched in neon and set in opposition to the dictatorial rule of a TV host named Plutanovich. Read what you will into Jasper creating a villain who's a media-savvy tyrant running a high-stakes televised talent show. But any commentary in his script is less overt than this implied Trump analogy. The filmmaker prefers to make Odessa's most powerful statements, with its dazzling visuals and loaded costume choices. The central romance is one big middle finger to gender norms, with Sink playing humanity's prophesied savior as an androgynous pop star with slicked back hair and white tuxedo, opposite Harrison as her tender, graceful, gown-wearing lover. There's gusto in the songs, too. A soundtrack of 16 original numbers by Jasper and co-writer Jason Binnick that map Odessa's journey onto the evolution of American popular music. Bluesy ballads with personal lyrics eventually give way to rockabilly and even acid rock psychedelia. Sink finally gets to show off her Broadway-honed pipes on screen. It's a shame it took this long for her to find this kind of role, because her vocals are simply enchanting, at a time when studios are still making musicals, but appear hesitant to sell them as such. Here's one that boldly proclaims what it is. With little time to rest in between music numbers, it joyfully goes from one song to the next, with the music keeping the story aloft. Accompanying the catchy tunes is a strong visual aesthetic that makes Odessa stand out in a sea of indistinguishable cyberpunk stories. A sense of naturalism in the early scenes mingles with the look of a lost video store favorite from the 1980s in Satellite City. There's an environmental message in there, too, via the constant sight of oil pipelines in the countryside, and the iridescent look of the oil that powers Plutanovich's empire. Odessa delivers a bold, catchy musical set in a vibrant cyberpunk world that mixes naturalistic visuals with an aesthetic indebted to 1980s sci-fi and fantasy films. Sadie Sink shines as a singer who can change the world with her ballads, with a gender norm-defying performance and an enchanting singing voice.